For 75 years, television has revolutionized the way we see the world, capturing moments of tragedy from the assassination of JFK to the 9/11 attacks, and moments of celebration, like royal weddings and the debut of the Beatles. I took a look at how TV has impacted our culture and where it may be headed in the future. We've come a long way since the introduction of Philo T. Farnsworth's invention at the New York World's Fair in 1939. However, the new technology took a while to catch on. Early television sets were small and cost several $100s, which was hard to come by during the Great Depression.
So by the end of the 1930s, early 1940s, only about 1% of American households had televisions, and there wasn't a lot of programming available for people to watch. The thing that people often point to as kind of a milestone in television history was the famous Nixon-Kennedy debate.
The 1960 debate between the experienced Richard Nixon and the fresh-faced John F. Kennedy played a major role in electing a president. Those who listened to the debate on radio thought Nixon was the winner, while people who watched it on new TV technology thought Kennedy won the debate.
Nixon perspired a lot. He sweated an enormous amount. And so he was just drenched by the end of the debate, which on television. And since that time, since that campaign, television has played a really huge role, especially in national presidential elections.
The 60s brought on numerous iconic moments in television, stemming from the debate to the introduction of scripted TV shows such as Bewitched, Gilligan's Island, and The Dick Van Dyke Show. Ending a decade of innovative television with The Space Race.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
America's appetite for TV was growing.
The advent of specialized networks, niche networks for particular audiences started to become really important, and it became increasingly important during the 1980s.
CNN led the way for other networks to follow, like MTV, ESPN, and the Weather Channel, offering an eager audience a ton to choose from. As cable television expanded, so did the idea of niche programming. One local example is Naperville Community Television, that sees the opportunity to program right to Naperville.
We're in real danger in this day and age of losing kind of local media.
You've got to find that niche. You've got to have that audience is going to consume everything that you're putting out about your subject matter. So for us, it's Naperville. And Naperville is an involved community.
From Naperville to NASCAR, television now meets all our viewing needs and desires. The next step is how we watch it.
We've taken it one step further in the sense that you can watch us on the channel, of course, but then we've embraced all the latest technology that everybody's using, so that you can really go that hyper local. If you want just that sports highlight, you can get it on YouTube. You can get it on our Facebook, or if you want to watch the whole game from North Central College, well, we've got that there for you on the channel. So we're trying to bring it to you any way that you want to watch it and embrace it.
Students have embraced the new technology, not only with what they watch, but how they learn in school.
Students aren't watching the news at home at 6 o'clock at night, at 10 o'clock at night. They're getting the news on their phones. So we have to look at that and say, well, what can we do here to provide students those quick news stories, that quick little blurb of information that they can access from any kind of a mobile device. So we've changed our curriculum to try to adapt to that.
Along with the new technology comes a new concern: how to pay for all of it. With TV commercials no longer being watched, the old model needs to change.
As television moves to the internet and we're paying for it with Netflix and Hulu, we're going to probably follow that model of cable television, where cable television started out as a great value per month. And you got all these channels and all this variety. And then it just kept going up and up. So now, you have to pay a little bit to get Netflix. And they have original series, The House of Cards and other great things. So they've gotten smart, so they're programming, and so that's how we're going to pay for it. It's going to be on the internet, and it's going to start $6 to $8 a month, and next thing you know, fast forward 20 years, and it's going to be $120 a month, and we're all going to go, I remember when internet television was free.
So we may see a time when, say, NBC no longer has a schedule. All they do is release, every 3 months or so, a package of programs that then people download and watch a la carte.
From black and white to color, from Johnny Carson to Jimmy Fallon.
Thank you. Please have a seat. Welcome, everybody.
Large sets and small screens to TV in the palm of your hand. There is one constant through all the changes.
You know, things have not changed that much, is that a good story is a good story. And if you tell a story well, people will watch it.